Alright, so basically, before I get to, like, the entire beating of Hello Neighbor, I'm gonna explain, like, kind of, like, the backstory. So, when I was, like, I feel like 6, me and my cousin was like, have you heard of this game called Hello Neighbor? And I had not heard of it before, and my brain, I was like, oh yeah, I know that game, and he was like, and he showed me the game, and it was, like, completely different from what I thought, so obviously I didn't know the game. And basically we played it for a while, and we beat Act 1 and Act 2, but got stuck on Act 3 because we didn't know what to do at all, and we were just kind of sitting there with the basement unlocked, and we didn't know how to get past the monster or get any of the abilities. We didn't even know that existed. But yeah, and then now when I'm 13, I went back to the game, and I had accidentally deleted my Act 3 save file, so I had to go through Act 1, Act 2, and then back to Act 3, but, yeah, there was quite a journey. I'm gonna explain it all the way from Act 1 to Act Finale, and then finish. So I started Act 1 regularly, where I grabbed the trash can, get on top of that, like, post that I'm showing, and then basically I used the trash can to get onto the roof and then onto the other part of the roof and then smash the window. I forgot to bring something to smash the window, so I had to go back to get the trash can, and then once I returned back to the window, I broke it, and then, yeah, I took so long to set the bowling ball up with the fan, and finally, after, like, 5 tries, I landed it, and I got into that, like, lever thing, and after the bowling ball hit the switch, when I was on the lever thing, I was like, yes, and that's when I realized I forgot to smash that window. Do the entire process again, and break the window beforehand, and after, like, 10 more tries, I finally do it, and then I get the red key, and immediately go into the basement, and that's Act 1 done. Now, for the basement, it's pretty straightforward. So you go into the washing machine, and then you're kind of in this, like, room, and you break the window, which then you can do this, like, gate puzzle. There's no really need to do the puzzle, because you can just go all the way to where the brick wall is, smash it, and then grab a light from, you know, one of those lights that are, like, symbolizing, like, the children, like, playground type lights. Toss one. You have to get in the right angle, and then you can jump on it and jump over the fence, hit the generator, go back to where the gate is, and then the cutscene starts where the neighbor chases you all the way down to these locked doors, and you get caught, and Act 2 starts. Now for Act 2, I did that, like, glitch where you get on the ladder, and then you put 3 boxes, and then that crate, and then jump into the fence. I don't know why, but that took way longer, because the box kept randomly falling. It was, like, super annoying. And also, the neighbor would non-stop camp the part of the ladder, so I had to, like, wait 15 seconds, and then he knew which side it would come from, because some of the times I would go from the right side, from the left side. He'd always be on the one side I'm going. It's like, what? But then, after when I finally do it, the neighbor never notices me. Like, I glitched him. So basically, he wouldn't see me. Like, he ran right towards me, and then he turned. So, and none of the chase music played, so I was just free to do it. And then finally, I jumped over the fence, and then that's Act 2. But when I was 8 and did Act 2, I did it the normal way, so technically, I didn't cheat. Alright, now for Act 3. And spoiler alert, there's 1,000 tiny little things you have to do in order to complete these steps that I won't explain, because it's just too much. It would be like an hour of a video trying to explain everything that I did. Not like all the secret achievements, but you know, you like get into the elevator and get the green key. You have to do like all these different steps to get into it. Well, I'm going to try to explain as best as I can. I can only explain to a certain extent, you know. I can't have this video be too long. But anyway, so right off the bat, I try to get to the back of the house to turn on the elevator, because that is the main, it's not really an elevator, it's more like an elevator shaft that's used by a ladder. But oh my god, that is like the main way I need to get to where I need to get, because it is the access to the top of the house, and anywhere you need to go, you can just parkour down to there. So it is like such a useful tool to the elevator, and the fact that the umbrella's up there too just makes it so much easier. But I went to the back of the house. Neighbor chased me a few times. I was annoying, but I finally managed to get boxes up and then throw an apple at the lever and ran all the way back inside, go up the elevator shaft, and then I kind of forgot what the very top looked like, so I went in there and I realized it was just water. So I went in the elevator shaft, like ending area where there's like, you know, that box with the green key. Well, to get the green key, so basically once there, I can't turn down the machine to stop the green key unless I actually shut the gears off. And to do that, I needed to go down to where the train station was, turn on the train, and then grab the umbrella and make my way back to where the train tracks, or like where the end of the station is kinda, and then get lucky and walk onto the train all the way up to the rooftop, and then jump on the rooftop, unlock that gate, and then I can grab a box and throw it in that little pad down there, or not pad, what am I saying, that little like manhole with the gears in it. And basically I didn't need to have the red gramophone to do this, because I can just play some boxes and go up and just like jump over the plants and do it. So yeah, there's the green key got, and now I can just get into the first ability room. Now, for this part, basically, all you gotta do is just get in this line. This was, like, the most difficult one for me yet, because of how many times the teacher mannequins would catch me. So, yeah, and it was just so annoying until finally hold on. Before I keep explaining, this guy makes it look easy, but it's actually not, because of how, like, broken this stuff is. But anyway, so we wait to bells, like, when a bell rings, then you get in a closet, and the students run around. Then when another bell rings, you're free to go, except you just have to avoid the teachers. And the teachers are faster than you, so you can't really do anything, so it's super hard. And once we finally make it to the door, a mannequin will try to attack you. I like to call it the principal, because it's the only one that you can, like, it's like bigger. So then now you can push the mannequin, which gives you the push ability. Don't really know how that works, because couldn't we have just realized we can push shit before? Oh, fuck. Alright, so then after I got the push ability, I was kind of just like wandering around. So basically, I went to like the top of, you know how you go through that gate and you get the crooked painting, and then you go up the big painting into this wall. Well, I went all the way up there into the no gun section, and I went like all the way back, and I found the crowbar. I just kind of let it rest on the ground, but while I let it resting, I did the second ability, which is the invisible ability, by going on the platform, throwing a box at the lever, and then entering the ability. And once inside, I kind of like used the shopping cart regularly, and I was doing really good for the first try, and I swear I had all the correct items, but right when I got to the ending point, I accidentally took out an item, so I fell and died. And then the next try, I was doing really good in this try, and all of a sudden, I looked around. I did like all the way around me while I was crouched, and the second I get up, I die immediately, because one managed to somehow get right behind where I was looking super fast. So the second I got up, it was already behind me. So I was stupid, and it happened to me like another time, or where the point where it doesn't count when I crouch. Like, I don't know why it does that, but and then after a couple of tries, I finally do it. And that was like one of the easiest abilities. So yeah, that's it. Now at this part of the video, I kind of got sidetracked and I went to do like some little globe thing. I just kind of like found the globe and put it in my house. And then after I switched back to getting the red key, but I also found something. It's like a little water drainage pipe. So I just unscrewed that, let the water flow. I didn't really know what it was for, but I will in the next few parts. But anyway, I went up to where the no gun room is, and I didn't want to do the whole process of getting the red key, so I just grabbed the binoculars, glitched out that switch, grabbed the red key, went outside, back up the elevator shaft. Yeah, I always just like flying down to the bottom of the house just to go back up. It wastes more time, but I really don't want to deal with the neighbor. So, but after I do that, I'm on top of the house, and I'm going to jump into this like box container thing, and then I open that red key door, and then the last and final ability starts. Now for this one, you basically have to parkour all the way to the top, and oh my god, was this so annoying, because I remember, you know the book that I'm jumping on right now, it kept falling when I got onto it, so I would fall down with it, and that orange spot that I just jumped onto, it wouldn't count any of my jumps, so that was annoying. And once I get up here, and yeah, but anyways, I took so many tries, and when I finally got like a lot of way up to the roaster, it's funny because that's the guy that when I watched it, he always said roaster, and it was kind of funny. But basically you go onto the exit sign, and from there you go into like this little hole, and if you continue on from there, you'll reach a state of paper airplanes. That was so annoying because it's super hard to jump on them in the first place, and once you finally get them going fast enough, they'll go to the side and they have to restart, and there's only so many paper airplanes, or they'll just go too slow. And then when I finally got it, I got to the little like dart stacking, and then from there I did the double jump and won the mini game. Hell yeah, I completed the whole thing. But that's when I was just exploring like a little bit more, and there was this window I wanted to go out of. Let me just show you what happened when I touched that window. Yeah, that's what happened. And I restarted my entire progress of doing the entire last minigame. So I had to do all of that again. And then finally I did it. Not to mention when it happened, it scared the shit out of me because it was so loud. Alright, so now that we have all the abilities, we can now get into the basement. So first, I found where my crowbar was, because I had been messing with it throughout the game, and luckily I found it. So then I just basically undid all the boards, and yeah, and then I was like, oh wait, I still need the key card. So for the key card, we need to travel all the way back up and do the sun door and the moon door. Now, since the video has been taking a little while, I'm not going to show you how the sun door and moon door is done, but basically all you need to do is just wait for night, and then once night comes, just open the door, place a chair, go back until it's daytime, and then open that daytime door, and then you're in. So basically, open that gate, and I opened that little SpongeBob looking vault because I had drained out the water earlier. So I could just go and grab the guitar and then set up the room for how it's supposed to be set up. And after all of that, the generator to stop the freezer or melt it turned on. The gate opened, and then I could go and turn the generator off, grab the key card, and get into the basement. Now, for this basement, you basically do the same thing. Go into the washing machine, and then run down like this little path, and there's like this ghost guy, like this shadow figure. Basically what you have to do is crouch, wait for him to pass, and then run all the way down the hallway and smash the brick wall again. And then double jump over the fence and open the door. Now once you open the door, the same scene happens where the neighbor chases you, except this time he catches you. So you have to push him, then lock the door. And once you get all the way down there, there's no more locks on the door and you can go into act finale. So as you saw in the beginning, the neighbor punched the house out. Yeah, that was just crazy. And then basically now you have to defeat him. So I'm going to explain what he did. The video is obviously going to be different because it's not my footage. I didn't get any footage. But, so basically what I did was I, kind of messed around. I hit this insane trick shot on the light. Oh my days. And then once I did that, I tried doing the bottle and the balls first, but I realized I had to do the fireworks, so I turned on that train and then got the candle, lit the firework, and exploded it in his face. And anyway, so after that, 20 tries to get onto the back of his house because it was so annoying how he kept moving. So then after that, finally got to his house, and then you go down this green missing papers area once you're done with that. And then here comes the final part, protecting the child. So there's no really tricks to how you can do it. You basically you grow bigger each time you protect the child, and you just have to run in front of the child each time that the Shadow Man punches, but it gets harder because you have to go different ways than the child. So, and then once you do all of those steps, you win. I beat it. I heard there's a way to save the neighbor, but I don't know. So I think the neighbors, yeah, look, he's trapped. A sad backstory. Oh, there isn't a way to save him. Because last time they were. Oh yeah, it was just a dream. That was such a good game. So yeah, that's basically the end. This took me so long to beat the game, I never thought I would beat it, and it took me so long to make this video, so if you could please subscribe, please. But thank you all, and goodbye.